shoulder cars. So that's not only just getting warmed up in our full range of motion and trying to really just continue to train that so we don't lose our full range of motion. It's building strength in our full range of motion to prevent injury and just to keep us really strong and have really awesome joints. Anyway, all right. So I suggest not going any higher than a 5. I have nothing lighter than that besides an ankle weight, but I'm doing this for a dumbbell example. So anyway, if you have like a 1, 2, 3.5, whatever to 5 pound weight, start there. Even if you have to hold a little baby ankle weight or anything like that, just to give you a little bit of weight to work with. But 5s are really tough, especially boys. Start with the 5, humble yourself just a little bit and try this with a 5. And then if you're like, Bree, you were wrong, go to the 7.5 and then a 10. If you can do this with the 10 and it's slow and controlled and looks good, all props to you. All right, so what we're doing is like a regular car. So when we're coming around crossbody, all the way up through flexion, once we max out our flexion, we're going to swim, move, and rotate all the way through internal rotation, back and around with our pinky forward, and then we're going to extend back as far as we can, and then we're going to externally rotate to get out of that extension and back up through flexion and down. But this time we're doing it with a weight, so the range of motion might be a little bit smaller while we're controlling the weight. But again, it's trying to just put some weighted input into that extreme range of motion that we don't usually work. So we take our weight, we go palm to sky like we always do. We are coming up, we're crossing our body, getting up as high as we can in flexion. Same per usual, nice tight core. We're not overly bending and extending at the back, flexing and extending, bending and extending. Anyway, full flexion of our shoulder. Once we reach here, really make sure we got a nice tight core because we're not trying to lean and we're not trying to let the weight sway us, okay? Upright, tight core, full flexion. We're gonna control it. Big cue right here because this is where it gets tough. Rotating, controlling it slow all the way through the motion. Continue to rotate through that swim move to where our pinky is facing the front. Then we are going to go back into extension. This is where I hate it. Again, we're not going to try and overly bow any other part of our body. Normal range of motion, nice tight core, into extension. You're going to rotate out of it, externally rotating up through extension to get to the top of flexion, and then coming back down and controlling it all the way down through flexion, back to where we started. Same thing the other side. Slow and control is what I want. If you could do it with a 10 for 3 down and backs, do it with a 5 and do it as slow as you possibly can for 5 down and back. And you're gonna get so much more out of it. Really controlling the weight and really pushing that full range of motion still. Same thing, nice tight core. Rotating our palm to the sky. We're gonna come all the way up into flexion. We reach that top of flexion, really making sure our core is engaged because we're going to start to internally rotate and do our little swim move all the way down and around, super slow, controlling that weight through our full range of motion, drawing that nice big circle. Then we're going to come back down, pinky facing the front. Then back into extension. Once we max out our extension, we are going to start internally rotating or externally rotating to get up and out of external rotation and back into our maximum flexion, which is here for me. Then, again, slow and control all the way back down to where we started. So again, doing this with the weight, you might get a little something out of it, but you're not going to get the full potential that you could when you were doing nice, slow, and control with your baby weight to really just get some good input into that full range of motion of your shoulders. And that is weighted cars.